I hope you're ready.
This is Unbridled Thoughts.
We want to hear what you have to say.
Welcome back to Unbridled Thoughts. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Ren, and you better grab the mains and hold on tight because there's no reins at Unbridled Thoughts.
I'm so excited today. We have Niko.
Yay!
Did I say it right?
Pronunciation. You did.
Okay,
Thank
good. And she is here to tell us about all sorts of neat things she's got going on in her life and kind of a topic that's like near and dear to my heart. So I'm just kind of excited to just jump straight in.
Me too.
Yeah. And I am saying I'm asking the first question today, huh?
If you want to, yeah.
We usually have a better plan, but today has been kind of non-stop, huh?
I know we saved the best for last today.
I know.
you. Let's go organic.
Yeah. I do like organic because I have a hard time following anything else. So I just would rather go like, nope, this is me. Here I am.
That works for me.
All right, but we're going to take it way back, and we
Okay.
want to kind of know, were you born and raised in Georgia? Yeah?
No.
No, I knew you weren't.
I would want to be. I seriously would want to be. This has been my favorite place to ever live.
Really?
And so, yes, I've been all over the world probably. I'm a military brat. My dad was in the Air Force, so we traveled a bunch. My favorite place was Okinawa until I moved to Warner Robins, Georgia.
That's crazy.
Isn't it? Isn't it? But when you're near family and you found the love of your life,
Yeah,
and
we're
your
gonna get into that.
passion and everything, all in one spot, then that place then becomes alive for you. So, Okinawa or Warner Robins, Byron,
That's awesome.
which one?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can go all three. But yeah, this is my favorite place right now.
That's so
that's
cool.
awesome.
You don't usually hear that. Most people feel like they want to get out of here, but I like it here.
Me too.
You know, it's one of my favorite places. So this is where the dreams are happening.
Proof.
Portals
Yeah.
are opening.
Proof.
So who are you like from the past before you became who you were now? Like, did you always want to get into massage therapy? Did you always want to go into the military? Did you always want to do the things that you are now accomplishing?
Woo, woo, woo. No. And no, and no, and no. All of those are no's. No. And then there's another no. I actually wanted to go into geriatrics. When I graduated from high school, I worked at a little facility for the elderly, and I was a CNA, and I just couldn't put in my brain how despicable they were being treated. And so this compassion in me wanted to figure out a way to have them live out their best days later in life too.
Wow.
When no one was visiting them, when no one was cleaning them, when no one cared, I said, I'm gonna go into geriatrics. I'm gonna build a geriatric facility where the elderly could be young again. Like that was my
That's
thought.
awesome.
That was period, point blank. I knew that's what I was doing. And I was gonna play volleyball too. Like I was gonna do that.
Yeah.
And I was gonna help the elderly. Those are my two things. I met this guy in Oklahoma who would later become my husband for 26 years. And we ran up a phone bill of $1,000 back in the 90s.
Wow.
When there were no cell phones and only long distance calls with long distance payments, and it was on my dad's phone, and so he told me I had to go into the military or get out on the street. So I decided, this was in Texas, I decided to go in the military. I was going to go in the Air Force like him, but the Navy called me first, and so Navy bound.
Oh man.
Went into the Navy, which would definitely and ultimately change everything that would make my life today well, but back then very, very unwell.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
That's a piece of the pie.
I love how beautiful people's stories are. You know, you ask, like, sometimes you can ask, like, the basic question, and then something so deep comes out. It just means so much. It kind of hits hard, you know, sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just really neat getting to know you. Because, I mean, I had just met you. I didn't even realize that you had been married for 26 years to a man.
Well, society said I had to, and I thought God certainly said I had to, and so I did that thing. I was gonna be in the check mark of life where everything on the outside and the surface looked like the great American dream, and I did it. I did it for everyone but me.
Yeah.
So,
Woof. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yes. That's why I'm so processing what you just said. It like really hit me like,
yeah,
wow. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, well, I would love for you to share with me a little bit about your family.
My family, so there's lots of parts of my family. Now, you guys are my family now.
Yes.
I sense that. I feel that. I don't have to pretend
Chosen
about
family.
that. Yeah, yeah. Kristen is here. She's silent over there. And Letty, who put a lot of these pieces together.
Yeah.
That's why you say I love Warner Robins. I love what it stands for. I love the connections. They're not fake. And if they are, they don't stand in my presence very, very long. Like, because I was fake, so I know fake. I know it. I'm like, we'll be friends over there. You my plant friend. Yeah. I will water you.
I like that.
And let you grow, but not in my presence. Like, I'm going to put you somewhere else. But yeah, my family, my wife is here. She's a big reason why I moved here. Not the sole reason. I was going to move for my sister when she went to Fort Valley. I love that. Now she's my like whole heartbeat. I call lots of people sisters, but I call her sister with a capital S. She's my capital sister. My mom and my dad and my brother, my auntie, my son, my wife, they are all here. We are all in the same place at the same time. And I've never had that. I've always been traveling military, right?
Yeah.
For every 4 years, I don't have to make friends. And if I do, I will not see you. So you won't really know me. Okay, you'll never get to know me. I can be a raggedy person for 4 years.
Yeah.
We'll be raggedy together. And then I'll disappear. You got to stay raggedy though. Like, you're from here. So I got to reinvent myself quite a bit, like over the years. And so now that I'm here with my family and they've seen it all and been through it all with me and I'm on the other side of everything, it's so refreshing to be alive with your family, to be connected and to be like very, very full. I feel very, very blessed.
I love that.
I'm in a happy, a joyful time in my life, and God made certain of that. And so God and me and Charmaine and our little doodle boodles.
Yes, doodle poodles.
Monty and Ollie.
I saw pictures of them today. They're so cute.
What are their names?
Monty and Ollie.
Oh.
Monty Bonty, or Montana. There's a funny story to that, just a little bit. Charmaine and I, before we even ID'd ourselves or even connected, I sent her a picture of a dog, and we were talking about how we were going to have this life together, and it was all still kind of, false. You're still making up stuff because you're trying to get in, and
We're still working the business
we're
here.
still working everything. I was like,
Best version of me, baby.
Look at this cute dog. And where's the first place you want to live? Oh, Montana. Oh, look at that. Look. Years later, like maybe 2.5 years later, we got the dog. We did not remember that the exact picture that I sent Charmaine looked exactly like Monty.
Whoa.
No, seriously. I wish I had the picture with
Did
me.
y'all
to show you.
manifest a dog
We
together?
manifested a freaking dog together.
That's insane.
No, it happened. It happened. Ollie just came along. This Ollie just happened to come along, and we happened to find out that they have the same daddy. Different mamas. Like America. But
Like America.
they had the same dads, and that was so funny. But we didn't know. We really didn't know. But they came from the same kind of breed.
Yeah.
And they are funny.
I mean, I can't say anything about manifesting with you because the pork chop story. We were all at dinner.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Yeah. So do y'all remember that? We were at dinner and you were going to get to go for your wife and the restaurant
Lamb
said.
chops.
Yes, lamb chops. Lamb chops and pork chops.
I wanted some pork chops the other day, though. I didn't get them, but I wanted them. I was going to get it shredded today, but I didn't. but I wanted to. Yes.
And you're gonna.
Oh, that's right. We are. Yeah.
And you want to get lamb chops, and the restaurant said they were out, but we'll go back and check. But the truck probably hadn't come in, so I don't want to promise you anything because the truck doesn't come in till tomorrow. And I said, that's fine. We'll just manifest some lamb chops. And literally, like 15 minutes later, here she comes, boxed up and everything.
Boxed up and everything.
Here are your lamb chops you asked for.
Seasoned
I was like,
to the nine.
that was so
Come
cool.
home with the lamb chops. They were not there.
Yes.
For the queen. Yeah.
Charmaine.
Yes.
The lioness of the tribe
Yes.
of the Clark Queendom. That's her favorite meal. I got some marinating right now. As a matter of fact, I really do. I put them in buttermilk last night. Yup. They're marinating. I went home to let the dogs out and marinate those lamb chops. I got her some flowers today because she's just worth it. She's so worth it. I got so blessed, y'all.
Oh, I love that. I love hearing that. I say it all the time. There's not a lot of people who have met their 3%.
Ooh.
Because only 3% of people are actually truly like madly in love with the person that they're with and like happy to die old, or grow old with them. And you know what I mean? And the passion continues to literally the minute. I mean, most people are just surviving and living. Can we hear it in the back? Yes. Oh, sorry. We're taking a music break, you all.
And sing.
So used to music being on, I didn't even hear it.
We needed the dramatic effect for the lamb chop story.
Yeah.
Everyone was on the edge of their seat. That was surround sound.
So you kind of jumped, but tell us about Charmaine.
You said 3%ers are like madly in love and they found their divine soul and their God mate.
Their soulmate, their twin flames, whatever we want to call
all
it.
Of that, right? And there's a lot of pieces to that too, you know. And on December 9th, 2017, at my sister's wedding, God clearly told me to look over there. I was walking down the aisle. He said, look over there. I went, and there was Charmaine while I was carrying flowers, still married at the time, you guys. But he told me to look over there. And I saw this woman that looked like I don't know, she literally snatched my breath from my lungs, and I had to turn back around and keep smiling because it was my sister's day. And so I left that thought. But I remember I looked over there and I saw that woman. And she was just profound in stature and elegance in her attire. I didn't know her, but I knew something. And I kept going. So I looked for her at the dance party. But she had disappeared to the restroom because it said, grab your partner. And so she, in those situations, because she presents a little bit more masculine, didn't want to feel odd when they were saying, guys, grab your girls, girls, grab your guys, dance around. And so she went to the restroom, and I did not get to see her after that. Like, didn't talk to her. Saw her dance with two girls later on. I'm like, okay, that's it. She had looked me up on Facebook, and it said I was married. And I was. But it was only because I was a minister. He was a minister. We had our son. We were in the church heavily. I was the choir directress. But we were disillusioned, dissolved for about 5 years. I didn't even live there anymore. But we just kept up appearances just for everyone's sake.
Yeah.
But she couldn't know that, and she didn't ask, and I didn't tell. So we didn't talk. My sister gets pregnant in her 40s. No one's expecting it. The following year, we go to an event. She's invited again to the baby shower. I looked a hot old, tot old mess-hole. I looked like a Annie before she met Mr. Warbucks. I looked, because I had been putting everything together for the baby shower, and I didn't get a chance to change. I had on a baby blue dress with some gnarly pantyhose and some penny loafer brown, but they were so comfortable. I was swinging. I saw her walk in with her 2 drinks. I was like, oh God, she's gonna see me like this. I don't know what bravery got into my spirit or my soul, but when she was getting ready to leave, I said, I'm going to go down there. And then I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not like this. 20 minutes go by. I know she's not going to be there, so I'm going to be off the hook. My dad, I found out months later, had kept her down there talking to her about the military career. He had no idea I wanted to talk to her.
Wow.
20 minutes later, I go down there. She's just getting in her car. She invites me to a party that she's going to. She asked me for my number. She says to call me when I get back in town. I'm like, okay. I thought she meant literally. I did not call her until I got back in town. And that was February 7th, 2019.
Wow.
February 2019. February 7th, because that's the day my nephew was born. Ashton Josiah Scott. Say that fast. Ashton Josiah Scott. We named him. I didn't get to have my own seed because of the military trauma. So when Ashton was born, it was like my sister gave me a life to behold.
Yeah, that's your
along with
baby.
Dante. That's my baby. He's my baby. I got to see him from the womb, and so I kind of moved here. I was driving back and forth from Connecticut, or flying back and forth from Connecticut to Georgia for a few months until July. And then Charmaine and I just abruptly stopped talking because she had a mission she had to accomplish, but I didn't know that, like how serious it was. So I'm like, I'm done. I checked out. I'm going to continue teaching massage in Connecticut and live here and be an estranged wife and still live by the book. Mm-hmm. I decided that. Come August, September, she texts me, where's that lip balm that you got for me that one time in my care package? Out of the blue like that. I'm like, you can't find that lip balm? I looked everywhere for it. I can't find it. I started looking for that lip balm. I was mad looking for this lip balm because this is the first time she's contacted me and in a couple months. And so I'm like, all right, fine. But in her way, she's a Leo. In her way, that was her way to say, I am interested. I just had a lot going on. Mm-hmm. And so this is my way to let you know I am still interested. I still wasn't going to move here. And then I have another God encounter getting in my vehicle in October of 2019. And God said if I stayed there any longer, I was going to die. Wow. He said, if you stay here any longer, you're going to die. Mm. I'm like, wait, what?
Where were you?
I was in Connecticut getting in. Yeah, definitely still in Connecticut. I wasn't moving. I was going to stay there.
Mm-hmm. And you were still doing the whole estranged husband thing.
Absolutely, but very few and far between then. We only saw each other at church on Sundays, like, honestly. So there was this eerie joy of hearing him say that I was finally going to be free, because every other year after the trauma that I tried to get out of this relationship, he said, not for you, not for you, not for you. Mm-hmm. So I could never be who I knew I had to be in order to survive. So imagine like living, the only refuge was that I knew God was real and that he would hold me together as much as he could. Even in my alcoholism and even in my tragedy, I knew he would hold me together. And so when I heard that, I knew it was him. I knew he was finally unchaining me. And so that was October of 2019. November of 2019, remember I told you, my sister, my parents, Atlanta Dream had even hired me to be their massage therapist. Everybody trying to get me to Georgia. I'm not coming until God says so. And when he said I could go, I was here by November. October to November, I was here. Wow. November 2019, I was 14th. I knocked on Charmaine's door. She gave me a turquoise key, and it said home. I thought she meant, like, move in with me. She didn't mean that. She didn't mean that, y'all. She meant you can come and go as you please. I was supposed to live with my parents. I thought, but when I saw that key, because Connecticut, like, oh gosh, okay, well, let me get all my stuff out of my Toyota. She would come home, stuff would be everywhere, and if you know a Leo, they like lines and things together. I did not have my stuff together. 26 years of madness almost. She had to witness and experience and see. And so God visited me a lot during that time, and she would walk away from me and say, this is not about me. And she would leave me in my puddle of tears, like devastatingly grieving, leaving a marriage that long. Because he wasn't a bad guy. He did nothing to me to make me. It wasn't him. It just wasn't him.
Yeah.
My son, devastated. Everybody's devastated. We're all like living a tragedy over again because of a travesty put upon me. And so we had to do that. And then the COVID years. There was no escape. You just got to do this. You're going to do it or you're not going to do it. And so we decided to go through the hard. And it put at least 3 years of no false, fake, no cap of the whatever. You don't get to do that. You don't have that time. We were forced into at least 3 extra years in 3 months. Because there's no escape. You're going to see it all. There's no pretending now. I had a great day at work. Yes, you did too. Oh my gosh, come on, let's eat. Nope. I'm not getting out of bed today. No, don't. You can't say nothing to me about it. No, I'm tired, man. I don't feel well.
Yeah.
No pretending. There's no more pretending. And so we just had to go through the hard. But today is a good day. Today's a great day, actually. Last week, not so much. Marriage is marriage. The strong will survive, and you better get a good counselor, and you better have some Jesus or somebody in your life to say, hey, y'all said I do, and you meant it this time because you know the antithesis. You know what a fake one is. You better do the hard.
Yeah.
So we're having a good week. Kissy poo, soup. Lamb chops and flowers, baby. You did that. We got it.
I love that.
Yeah.
And your wife is still involved in the military,
She
right?
is.
Yeah.
She is.
What is her title?
She is Captain Charmaine. I will say why. She doesn't like anybody to know her middle name. Charmaine Clark. She's in logistics. Her aspiration is to become a general.
Nice.
So yes, she was enlisted first, and she went to OCS. Don't making me say these wrong acronyms. SOS. Some of the S's. There's something.
Something, huh?
Officers. Oh yeah. And she said for her family, she needed to go this route, and so that's what she did. She decided she wants to make a career out of this. She's very, very good at it. She's talented in lots of things. Her
love
brain
that.
just works so differently than mine.
Yeah.
I'm ethereal, and she is very structured, very steady. And so I have a very, very sure base, and then I can give her wings when she wants to fly. And same for me.
She must have an Earth rising sign or something like that, because she's very, like, Leos can be fiery and not as organized, but she sounds very earthy, kind of.
She is fiery with organization. I think I forced her into organization. I don't know if she was this organized. She doesn't know this, but I saw her closet when I first got here. And the way she is now, you would have never ever thought she would have had a closet like that.
Yeah. Wow.
No way. I think she was just moving everything in because I moved myself in. And so she had to throw it in the closet. Right. Let me move this out her way. But yeah, she is maybe because she saw all my stuff everywhere, she said, I can never. We have got to live very, very structured. She just ordered all this stuff from Amazon to put everything like up. Come on, honey. Like, we got things in the car. And they're like, come on, honey. But that's how she likes it.
But you always know where stuff is. Everything has a home.
I know where my stuff is
Yeah.
in my calm chaos. I knew where all that stuff. She asked me anything, I could tell her where it's at. I tell her. I said, yep, it's over there to the right, underneath the red, over there to the left. And it'd be right there.
That's right.
It does.
Yeah.
But, clean lines, fine. Fine. For the most part, I still like put my stuff, when I get on my little cozy couch, I surround myself with all my stuff. Tissues and massage guns and books and laptops books and whatever. I surround myself
With your little things.
with my little cozy stuff. Blankets.
Oh, my precious.
Yes, my precious. This is so great.
Good. I'm glad you're having a good time.
Yeah.
This is good.
We're having a blast with you.
You guys are doing some good stuff.
Oh,
Let's see
thank
why.
you.
Yeah, y'all.
It's crazy. Like, we really didn't know where we were going to go with it. You know what I mean? And like how it was going to be received. But we've gotten pretty good positive feedback. You know, and people love it more than they think they're going to love it when they come here. You know, and we hear listeners who are like, "Oh my gosh, you know, I relate to that, or I needed that, or you had me laughing," or you know what I mean? It's just kind of exciting to be a part of something that you didn't even know you needed, you know, or wanted to be a part of.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
All right, it's your turn. You move on. I'll get off my soapbox.
We have so much heat. We be heating each other up. I'm telling you, because I don't know what world we from, but it was hot there.
Yes. Yes, I know. And I was like, it was so funny because when you were talking about the choir, like I kept wanting to like ask you about music, and I was like, oh my gosh, you like, so did you sing or like play instruments or anything like that too?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I wanted to. I thought I could. I did. I really, my voice, and you can ask the choir members over at Beulah Land Bible Church. If I could sing, they'd be like, they will change the subject on you. They're just so sweet. I asked to sing a solo one time. One person laughed at me. I'm like, dang, I just want to sing Reckless Love one time.
You should hear me in my car.
Right?
God brought me in the car. I'm about to sing right now. Every mountain I'm just playing.
Just singing to my massage gun.
Yeah, no, I could hear what harmony must sound like in heaven. That's how I can describe it.
Love that.
So I can teach the part. I can play it on the piano to give them their notes, and the altos. That's what I was back then before my hysterectomy. I could sing a little bit higher. I didn't know that was going to be the case. I'll go back to that part. But and tenor. So that's what I am now. So I would teach them the parts, and they would sing like they were pretty good, and I didn't have any formal background, but because of that, I got to teach at Connecticut College. They hired me to be their choir director, and we would go on town and we would sing at these places, and the national anthem at the arena, and we were doing some good things. So yeah, I don't play an instrument, but I like to listen to them.
Yeah, that's why I love learning how differently people's brains work, because I feel like, especially now doing this podcast, and like as Sarah and I are hosting more and engaging more with people that we meet and we want to talk to, we learn how differently people's brain works. Like it happens with you too. You were telling me about the math. You don't solve the math, you literally just see it.
I just see math. Yeah, I see the numbers. If I have to sit down on a piece of paper and actually start doing it, it's like, you know, it like stresses me out, you know, and that's, her brain sees it the opposite. So sometimes when I'm watching her, my anxiety will start going so high because I'm like, no, she's over there. And it's like, I'm like, like, no, we got to do it a different way.
And then we always figure it out. Yeah. But it's like our brains are speaking two different languages, but our brains understand each other, even though we don't realize our brains understand each other. But it's the same with the music, because you have like, it's almost like you have the memory of the tone.
Yeah.
And you're recalling the memory, but then you're just kind of translating it.
Recalling, you know what I mean? The memory of the tone.
Yeah.
I must have heard it.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Right? Because it was super easy for me to do once I got it.
Yeah.
That was in 2019. That's another life. I love that. I'm on sabbatical. I'm on sabbatical from the ministry too. I minister in my business. I'm not going up on nobody's pulpit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the music and all of that. You need a microphone.
I was just going to say, I was just going to pop in and say, I didn't even know, out of all the conversations we've had and all the deep chats, I never even knew that ministry was a part of your journey.
Yeah, I mean,
I could see it. It makes sense because you do pour you ministry to all of everybody that's on your table, but I never knew. It's so crazy.
Oh, my Bible is riddled with highlighters and notes. I'm if you saw my Bible, you would think I disrespected God, because I treat it like like a relationship. And
Well,
so
that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. So I'm all up and down the lines. I'm in Ezekiel chapter 37 right now about these dry bones, and I didn't know that he told Ezekiel to speak to the bones. Mm-hmm. I thought God did everything, but he said, Ezekiel, you ask these dry bones, can they live? You prophesy and tell them to get up.
There's lots
and
of
get
stories,
these.
yeah.
What? He said,
that
I'll do the
amazing?
breath part, but you do it. And I think that's how he put us here too. Mm-hmm. You do all of this, and I'll add. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, and I read that story a million times. Mm-hmm. Million. Wow. Okay, God, you know it's not a million, but I read it enough to not have missed that. But I did.
Well, I think a lot of times we try to put God in a box. I've said this so many times, but you know what I mean? When you're right, it's like it is a relationship. And I read my Bible sideways, backwards, you know, all sorts of things. I mean, sometimes I just am like, God, well, every morning I wake up and I say, okay, God, what do you want to tell me today? What needs to stick in my heart today? And I open my Bible, and I mean, some people will feel like that's divination. And I've heard that other Christians tell me that, and I'm like,
This
is me and God speaking to each other.
Right.
This was a private conversation I shared in with you, but if you don't want to be a part of it, that's fine.
I'll let you in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind.
You were playing now.
You're not ready yet. You're not ready yet. But that's the thing is people are not ready. I mean, they really want to be fed just from a pastor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or a minister.
Or fed with what they think they want to hear.
Or fed with what they think they want to hear. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they are missing out on how amazing and how beautiful he is when you open up your Bible and you listen to him and you talk to him, and then you know, take some time to meditate and listen to what he has to say back to you. And he speaks in our lives, right?
How would we know that, though, if we weren't
Yeah.
in relationship?
Right. And then he speaks straight to you.
It's the codes.
Yeah.
We get the codes.
But that's the beauty, you know, going with your comment, you didn't even know this. There's like things, I'll know people, and then we're doing the podcast, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know this about you. It's just, that's one of the beauties about what we're doing is just getting to know people on a deeper level and like who they are at their purest, truest self, you know, asking questions that nobody else is asking, you know, and then you're like, wait, who is this person?
Well, speaking of getting to know you, will you tell us who you are?
Hi, everybody. I wasn't planning on being on the mic, but I am Kristen. And you want me to tell how the circle kind of goes around? Or you just want me to tell who I am?
Who are you?
Oh, who I am.
Who you be?
Okay. Well, I'm Kristen. I am born and raised right here in good old Warner Robins, Georgia. And it's kind of funny that you said you love it so much here, because, I mean, I love it here too. It's home for me, but everybody says, Warner Robins is a black hole. I can't wait to get out of there. And I was like,
Then go.
yeah, and they usually do, and then they usually find themselves back at some point. It's kind of funny, but I am married to Gian, and we have 6 kids total. 3 boys, 3 girls total. And I'm currently on a break from doing hair and just spending time loving on my babies and homeschooling. And getting to join this amazing podcast with these beautiful souls.
We love you, beautiful soul.
Oh, wow.
you.
It's so funny because I worked with Ren years ago when we were in Bonaire. How long ago was that?
Oh, girl.
When you left Perry and went to Bonaire. What do you remember what year that
I
was?
don't know. I've got dyscalculia at time.
Okay, so approximately 2012.
Time Lord, 2012.
So
Time Lord says 2012.
Christmas 2012. And when Ren started working there, I was just like amazed by her. Like this girl has so much knowledge, so much heart, like she really pours into everything. So I spent a lot of time with Ren. I think I was probably on your table more than anybody at the salon at that time. I was like, oh, I'm scheduling with Ren. I'm getting on that book. I don't know, so that's when Ren started doing my facials. And then Niko, I met Niko back not long after. I thought you were here for longer than you were here before I actually met you. So I got the gift certificate.
You were the OG girl.
Yeah. I was like, this is wild. I'm finding out all the cool things. But then I got the gift certificate to go see Niko, and it was, I've always felt bonded with Ren, and I love my sessions with Ren. The worst part's getting off the table. Mm-hmm. And when I met you that first time, it was like instant bond. And then, Sarah, you're just coming in, and I do love you.
This is only our second meeting, but
only our second
every
meeting.
time I see you, I feel like I've known you my whole life.
Yes.
It's like this weird.
Yeah. There's a bond.
Yes, I've never felt like I didn't know you.
It's just the aura that we portray, I guess.
Yeah.
Is what we put out.
Hug
It was
seems
meant to
very,
be.
very rich.
Like we've known each other forever, right?
Yeah.
Like you're my long lost blonde sister.
Seriously. But I mean, I feel like all of us girls in this room, I mean, it was like I've only seen you as many times as I've seen her, but you and I mean, we're just as close, you know,
are,
and
just like that.
have instant love for each other, and I just love when those souls connect, you know.
I love how that works. I love because it's not you cannot force a bond like this.
No.
It's always got to be organic. And it's so funny to be like our ages, like a little bit older, and still be able to connect with people, because you don't think that
You can.
That's true.
You're like, oh, well, like a lot of my friends were my friends back in elementary, middle school.
Yeah.
You know,
But
I've
that's
carried
like
some of those.
Hollywood crap, you know?
Yeah.
Hollywood makes us think, like, they would always show the movies of the little girls and then they're friends forever, you
Yeah.
know, Beaches and all those other movies.
Yeah.
And most likely real life, it's not like that, you know what I mean? You make, like, some of your truest, purest relationships when you finally figured out who the fuck you are.
Right.
Yeah.
Adult.
Right.
Yeah.
That
And then
that part.
and then you're like, oh, I know who I am, and then your souls can connect to these other beautiful souls who know who they are, and you are a powerhouse of like love. I mean, we could not text each other for another 2 years,
Say it.
but then I can see either one of you guys out and about, and it'll be like
Sarah!
we're the best friends. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, we're doing this tomorrow because we know if we don't do it now.
Come love me.
But you hear about that too. It's like herds of like elephants and things when they cross
Yeah.
paths, and it's like they haven't seen each other in this huge migration period, and then they just kick it. They're just like, oh my gosh, how have you been? Like, how's everything going? Tell me about everybody. And
like
what's
no
been going
time's
on?
passed, you know. But that's it. I mean, it's strong women when there's no love lost, when you can just walk right back in where you guys were and pick right back up. I love it.
Well, I think that's how you know it's like real. It's genuine.
It's
I
genuine.
Guess. It's
yeah,
genuine.
authentic.
Yeah, authentic and genuine.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, now I have to go back to.
I know. All right, no more tissues.
What's your
No more
facial
making each other cry.
that beautifully deep, delicious conversation. So I want to know how you got into massage therapy, and what school did you go to? And I want you to kind of, if you wouldn't mind sharing with me, these aren't too many rapid fires, are
No,
they?
we're good.
Okay, good. I want you to share with me sort of your favorite benefits of massage and what modalities you love and love to specialize in.
Okay. Yo, those are good questions.
Okay, good.
I went to school in 2012. I graduated in 2014 from Connecticut Center of Massage Therapy. So proudly, I feel like we are the Harvard of massage therapy because of the anatomy and the way that they it's not your typical experience, in my opinion. Now, I haven't been to other schools, so don't come after me.
This is my opinion.
This is my strong opinion based on what I saw, especially after graduating, what typical massage could feel like and be like, and then what they were offering, and then what I could offer from what they were offering me. And so me going into massage was from my godfather. His dad got a little bit under the weather, and remember, we're going to go back to the elderly. I wanted to touch and favor them in some way, and so I thought God was bringing me just to, go back into people's homes. I would rub their feet or things like that. And he said one day, handed me $40, "Girl, you need to go get paid to do this. And I said, no, no, I'm a volleyball coach and I'm going to coach the Olympics, a South African Olympic volleyball team. That's my new goal. Nope. Everything God wants, he's going to get it. And so everything else aligned. Every doors kept opening for me to go to this school. People started calling me from there. I'm like, what is going on? People were dancing and barefoot and singing bowls and water, like walking into here. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, where's my appointment?
That means a lot to me too, by the way.
No, it's gorgeous.
Thank you.
It's, she told me it was, so.
Thank you so much. That means
gorgeous.
a lot.
Yeah, are you for hire? Okay, I'm kidding. Sorry.
She might not be. She might be serious.
We'll chat after.
Girl, I will do it for free for you, okay?
Stop
Girl
it.
time, Kristen time, I'm in. All right, you
let's
tell me
go.
the day.
Let's go.
She's not gonna let you get away with it. She's gonna slip you.
I hope not.
Oh, Sarah.
I don't want to get away from her.
No.
Y'all are too sweet.
We hold it. So we hold that. I went to school. We held a pure space for me. I didn't want to get out of there. I became a TA, a tutor, a teacher, and then opened my own business. Kind of very easily. My godfather allowed me a space where he said you can rent here for free for 5 years. I'm like, what in the world?
Wow.
I mean, God really
What an
wanted me.
opportunity.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
How? And so I really did have a nice, easy route. But I did for a little while. To me, those easy routes, though, sometimes they make you feel a little bit selfish and prideful and arrogant.
Yeah.
Like nobody else. What do you mean you're going through something? Like why can't you pay your rent? Like what's wrong with you? Not remembering that someone gifted you such an opportunity.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Such an opportunity to get real good footing. And so when I started to have challenges, my grace level changed. My arrogance diminished. Like it was good for me to have to battle. And
It's good for all of us to have to battle.
Yeah, the ick.
It really
Go
is,
through the
unfortunately.
ick.
Yeah. It makes us better humans. It makes us more compassionate.
More
Makes us
empathetic.
better,
Empathetic
love
was
for
good.
Jesus.
Yeah. No one
And
can't
people.
do it.
And people.
Not alone. And so he puts us in community. And I found the massage community.
Nice.
The massage community, they kind of welcomed me in and let me come in my broken pieces, and they didn't judge me. And so you mentioned, how it is to feel the ick. And so now when I massage, I let people feel their ick. Like really get to the grit, the mud, the aggravation in whatever ailment it is. It could be in your pinky finger, wherever it is. Something maybe is distorted there that's beyond a physical thing. Can you tell me about the time that somebody grabbed your pinky and you didn't know who it was and they pulled you somewhere? And then we start to iron our way. Iron, I say, because it's hot. And sometimes there's marks. Iron our way out of that derailment potentially. And those are a lot of my clients. A lot of my clients have this kind of undertone that they don't even know about, that I didn't even know about, because we just live so fast forward. But if we can get under the current where you're pedaling underwater and take a breath, even underwater, then the next phase is we're going to try the emotion part of it. And that's where my ministry comes in. We're going to get into the psyche, the brain of why you think that way, why you do the things that you do every day.
Wow.
And why nothing is changing. And how do you sleep? Do you sleep away from your spouse or towards them? Like, what are we gonna do to help you?
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah.
I just point you in the direction.
Right.
And so then the Spirit, once all that, you graduate, Holy Spirit comes in, I'll see you later. You tell somebody about me now. Yeah.
I can attest to that. She will literally when you get in a service with her, she will like fill you out.
I need to get on her table.
You guys have to.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
Y'all absolutely have to. And she will literally feel, it's unlike any other massage that I've ever experienced, because it's like an experience in itself, but she will get in, start feeling around, and maybe like this last time I was here, she said, what's this? While I'm standing up, she's like, what's this? And I'm like, I don't know. I call it my second boob. Like, I hate it, but that's what I call it, you know. And she starts grabbing on it, maneuvering it, and like moving some of the things away, and like can help you release whatever might be building up in there, or figure out, like, maybe I've had this for years, so it could be traced back to something 10, 15 years ago that you don't even realize. That's how her massage therapy is, like, literally going in and getting therapy during the service, like physical, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that, am I making sense?
that
No,
makes
because
sense.
she's a healer.
Yeah.
And that's how it is
There
with
you
a
go.
healer.
There
You
you
know
go.
what I mean? She's empathetic, and so she's very
Yes.
like sensitive to the body.
Very.
You know? And then, God kind of like directs her and guides her and
Yeah.
shows her
Right.
things about the body, you know?
Or she'll be messing with like my kneecap, and then
Yeah.
it's connected to my elbow or my tricep. You know what I mean? Like, there's things.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Well, we're kind of taught that we're separate. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we have 2 arms and we have 2
Right.
legs and they're separate, and then we have a stomach and it's separate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in so many ways, we're all connected. The whole body is connected. We're kind of connected to other humans. You know what I mean? And so then when you get into the field that we're in, and you start like, wait, this is all connected. But that's not how I was taught. It's a special person. But I want to circle back to the love that you have for the elderly. And I mean, that is a beautiful soul. I mean, the majority of people will not feel the same as you do. And so, I mean, it just shows what a beautiful soul you are, deep, deep, deep down in your heart. And I just want to give you your flowers for that moment, because not everybody can do that, and you just wear it so proudly and so beautifully. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Every time you talk about it, like, I can feel it in my like heart, my soul, like it like tingles, and I'm like, I gotta tell her this.
That's a good circle, and I'm going to connect it to the question that you had too.
Yeah.
You know, massage took me directly to the WNBA, and so I was working on athletes, and they were not in the geriatric community, and so I was happy there, and I liked it, and I would do it again maybe once. When I got to the American Legion and they helped me with my military trauma, I knew, like, he just be setting me up, because that's primarily an elderly population. And so I massaged them once a month, 10 elderly or eldering for free every month.
Wow.
They get to come in Monday or Tuesday, and I'll massage them as my gift. Just, I don't know, it's just how I was meant to do it. I was supposed to give in this way.
It's your energetic tithe.
Yeah, I lost my grandmother really young. She's the reason I'm born. And so not to have her, and I guess this is me having her in a lot of ways. How I would want my grandmother to be treated. How would I want my papa to be treated? You better, and anybody that would work in one of our Yielded Hands facilities, when we get our geriatric facility, which we will, they'll know that code. And if you're out of alignment in any way, you're going to be a plant. You're going to be a plant. So dual appendage massage, Kristen brought it up a little bit, the kneecap and the elbow. How I treat the body is how I say God a lot, because that's who done it. You know, I say his name a lot because I know it didn't come directly from me. There's no way. He told me when I was in session one day, and I thought it was as above, so below, or as on earth, so in heaven, as in heaven, so on earth. So he started to tell me to look at things that bend, how the fingers and the thumbs are working together, and then how the biceps and the hamstrings, they work together, and how this tibialis anterior and your extensor carpis, how they're working together. And then I started to put my fingers or my mind in my fingers to find adhesions or lesions or differences in the tissue patterns that weren't next to or adjacent to the other healthier tissue. And they would always be there. I'm like, what is this? How is this thigh muscle and this arm muscle carrying the same hindrances? And so I address them simultaneously. And that came to my thought. Like, what? And it would heal quicker and it would heal longer. I'm like,
That's so funny.
what are we going to
too.
call this?
Yeah, no kidding. Because I feel like my whole left side is broken.
So I would tell me, let's do this. We're going to do it impromptu, right? Let's do it impromptu. So left side, we all know what our left side is for women especially, right? It's our heart, our receptivity, whether we push people away or we're going to let them come in. And if we've been heartbroken or heart shielded, it's very rare that we'll be able to love and receive love in that timetable.
Yeah.
Especially if someone has come from the outside and done it and pricked our hearts some. And so for your left side, if you haven't done anything to it, we would probably go into more of the inner spirit enclave, which is my fourth modality that God said that I could design. I have 4. You said my favorites. They're ones that he gave me. There's really not ones that I learned them all. They're great.
Yeah.
And then he gave me my own. So
Oh, cool.
the fourth, you could go right into the fourth realm.
The fourth
You're
round.
going into the fourth realm.
That's because we're sisters.
Absolutely. We've been here before. We've done this all before. We're probably talking in another realm right now, just like
Seriously.
this. Somebody that
we're not
is
linear.
us, right? No. No, it's happening everywhere
Yeah.
at the same time. And so I would check on the left side which organ or which limb or which neck, where is it? And what happened? So we'll pick one part. You said your whole left side.
It's
Do
the
one.
whole left side, but I feel like it's mainly my hip is what
Ooh.
bugs me the most.
What the frick is wrong with her?
What the frick is wrong with her hip?
This is a preview of what's to come, by the way.
How did we get here?
How did we get here?
I was waiting.
That's hilarious. Are you serious?
I swear. I mean, I think it's probably starts from my neck, but like I have osteoporosis, and it's like in my left side is the worst. Do you know what I
Yes,
mean?
I got you.
But I know it's an emotional pain because while I was in my marriage, the abusive marriage, it was so bad. It was like I could barely even walk it. But then when I got out of the marriage, there was a time when it was like kind of okay. But then my right side started bugging me. And what is our right side?
Go, 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 go.
Career
Get
and
it.
finances.
Get it.
Yep. So, I think that's like taking on that boss concept. So, but I still feel like I can feel the pulling always in my left side. Like even just, that's why you see me wiggle so much. It's because my hips bug me so much when I'm sitting. So I'm like having to like adjust all the time. And they, will bug me to walk and bug me to do things. So I just wiggle all over the dang place. Drive Chris mad because I'm
tell him. You drop.
I see you cross equally though. You're not dominant one side to the other. So
No, I have to cross equally. Well, because the chiropractor has helped a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. But then that's threw off my coccyx, which is a fun word to say over on the microphone. So now all of a sudden I have like tailbone issues. I'm like, I never even had tailbone issues, but adjusting my hips and getting them to where they don't hurt as much. Because it used to be I could barely drive. It hurts so bad, Okay.
is your tailbone still intact?
I think so. I hope so. Is it still there? I don't know. You would know more than I would. I'll get on your table. I'll get on your table and you can tell me about my coccyx being intact.
I know about those things. I go where most therapists are afraid to go because I'm very serious in the room.
Yeah.
So, we can have all this fun out here, but when it comes to the 206 bones,
Yes.
this is a very professional setting. If you can't handle that, then if you have other ideations, I fired some people.
Yeah, I
have.
know. Yeah.
So your tailbone, I would be curious to sense if your xiphoid process, which is underneath your sternum, your chest bone, I would be interested to see if it's leaning in the same direction as your tailbone or in the opposite direction.
I'm going to get on your table. We'll have to do a follow-up on this.
Yeah.
We'll do a follow-up podcast after she's seen me.
That's the dual appendage.
Yeah. That's so neat.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's weird, too, because it is tender there, and I've never been tender there before.
Well,
she's dead on. She nailed it.
I think you might have a bright future ahead of you.
Well, I hate my question now because my question was, like, obviously we know how massage therapy is like good with the physical, but there's obviously so much more into it, and we wanted you to go into it, but you kind of already went into it with me, so
that's okay. Part B.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's a very interesting field. If you love humanity and you want humanity healed, not with the farmer, with the PH. And I love you guys. You do well in what you do when you do it well.
That's a different story, though.
And not for another reason. But I like the farms with the F. I think that farms with the F have something going for them.
You're in good company. You're in good company,
you know
girl.
what I mean? I just think that. But if we can find a way to work together, get your stuff, get your pills off the farm. If you're gonna do some pill use, get your pills off the farm. Get your ingredients off the farm.
Yeah.
And then the side effects. I'll talk about my son one of the times that we get together again, even if it's not on here. The side effects of what it's doing to the organs. I need you guys to think about that. I want you to deep dive, if you can hear me. Mm-hmm. There's young, bright people out here, and they are being more and more injured by what is going into their bodies than what is curing the first ailment. I need you to hear me. Mm-hmm. Go back to the farms and get the ingredients from there. Because I want my son to live as long as the elderly that I care about. All right, that's it.
I know. I could see the need for tissues coming.
No.
But I mean, I can't preach that enough because it's the same thing. People come in with acne, they want to go and get Accutane or something from the doctor, and it's like, these things are bad for your liver. Like, just think about trying a different way, because it's such a cycle people don't realize, because a lot of times acne is coming from our liver. And then they're going on Accutane, it's clearing up the skin for a little while, and then it's getting worse, and they don't understand why. And it's like, because you're damaging your liver, which is where the problem was the whole entire time.
Wow.
Or it's that they just genetically can't process there's certain things their body just can't process.
Absolutely.
Whether that's like
Milk
a wheat
or
or dairy. There's just, their body just doesn't have that enzyme to break that down, and just so it builds up and it shows up through the skin.
Say that well, and say the emotion that attaches to the liver, which is like anger or repressed sadness, if we can get them out of that too.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing too, is just sometimes if you do a good gut cleanse, I mean, I used to have a very high sensitivity to milk and gluten, and then I do my celery juice cleanse, and I don't really have that sensitivity anymore. I can eat and drink just fine, but it used to be bad. So, I mean, there are, even when you do have those sensitivities where your body's not processing, it is a lot of it because you don't have the biome in your gut, and then you have to rebuild the correct biome, So there's so much more to it than just getting on pills and making things the easy fix that ends up harming you harder, because it's just a mask, like you said. So
I know, and I want to keep going, but we're like, I know you got places to be. And I know you're busy, but I want you. Will you mind telling us a little bit about?
You have to tell us about your book.
And where people can find you on social media. We definitely want to do a part 2 if you're down.
Yeah.
I am with whatever you guys want to do, however we want to do it. I'm cool with that. I feel safe in here. I feel safe beside you.
Good.
That's important to me.
It's important to us too.
Yeah, I'm really grateful for that. A little bit about my book, What the Frick is Wrong with My Hip. This,
Is that what you look for?
yeah, that's it. We're good.
Okay.
That came from a tragedy in the military. It was drawn up through that experience when I couldn't fix my hip and I was probably dead on the surgery table somewhere and got brought back to life because of my hip. So back in the 90s when I was in the Navy, I was raped, and my therapist has been working with me to say it and not grieve it and cry through it. Just say it as a matter of fact. You can be the third person now. It's not happening to you now because I'm expecting you on a TED Talk. So that's how she's trying to get me to say it.
It has helped me when I learned how to say that word with power.
Say it.
And just say it. And people will be like, you say it so casually. And I was like, that's because that word doesn't have power over me anymore. And it's hard.
It is hard.
Yeah.
Those first.
I'm proud of you.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? And because now, if we keep with the "oh woe is me" in it, then it still will
It has
attack your.
power.
That's
it's going to
right.
attack your joints, attack your mind,
You
attack
have to
your
create
liver.
the space you need to see. If no one's making the space, you have to claim the space you need to see.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Let's sit with that just for a second.
Yeah.
So reclaiming space for myself. We finally were able to go through the American Legion, that group that I told you about that have the elderly population. And one of the guys in there, and I'm going to say what he said. It's the first time I'm going to say what he said. I always write it out in like little asterisks. He said, "Say it, motherfucker, say it."
I love him.
First time I've ever said it like that. But that's what it was. That's what he said. That's how I got it out. That's how he ingenued me forward. I was in a Byron Freshway, at the Byron Freshway over in Byron, one church. Sunday, I had a great time. And if you know anything about rape, it kind of steals and saps your soul. And so you very rarely smile. Edgar Allan Poe says, "Smile but laugh no more." You kind of just grin it to bear it. No one will ever see because you're smiling all the time. And so, but that day, I was smiling for real. I could, you know how you have sensed that
And you
your
feel it.
heart is smiling that day. Your it's not, you're not pretending.
You're
And
smiling with your eyes, not just your mouth. Yep.
my body had smiled that day. God visited me in church. I said,
love
"Oh
it.
Lord, thank you for this gift." It doesn't last a long time, but I had it in that moment. This guy calls me Nate Royale from the American Legion. He's gonna help me write my story. He said, "Say it, motherfucker, say it." I screamed out the most explicative, debauchery, whatever, everything that happened to me. I mean, verbatim. And I had forgotten what he had done. It was so much. But it was stored in my left hip.
Oh.
Not my right one. My right one felt it. It was in my left hip. When I started to say all these things, that demon or whatever it was wanted me to stop so much, it was trying to kill me. It took, you see how this is knotted up right here? Can you imagine this being knotted up?
Yeah.
It started to
Tourniquet. Yeah.
It turned and I was screaming at him. I'm gonna die. I'm going to die if I keep saying I'm gonna die. I'm telling the story. I'm speaking in tongues. I'm speaking all the words. After I said the last, it ceased immediately.
Wow.
This thing that I thought they took out in 2018 and removed my hysterectomy, I thought I was going for right hip surgery. They went in because I was going to die. I had cancer the following summer. It was killing me.
Wow.
This thing. And I didn't know it was even still there. But it was still there because the emotion didn't forget. They took out the physical thing, but that emotion, that tie, that rape lived right there. But when I said that last word, it said "za"
Yep.
out.
Yep.
It came out of me. It came out, and so I started to write about it. What the frick is wrong with my hip? I'll tell you what the frick is wrong with my hip. They said it was a glute med tear and a little sliver in my acetabulum. No, buddy.
It's way more than that.
That's what you said. But then, after I started listening and got out of that crisis, I started hearing more and more from God. Like, I even heard when Kristen was on the table one time, I'm like, ooh, do you see the arrow? We're going into this big old field. And then another time, oh, I see this picture. They said, that's in my backyard. And all of a sudden, I hear God giving me all of these little inloads of his purpose and his grace and his power through my work. And then giving me these titles of how to do these works and how to work it like he would work it, the Yahweh. And now I'm being invited almost like I'm going to North Carolina next month to teach about this book.
That's amazing.
How did I get from 2 years ago? I was going to commit suicide, honestly. It was, yeah. And now, and it's Suicide Prevention Month, and I'm telling you, wait. If you're out there and you just hold on.
It's crazy, girl, because 2 years ago, you and I were on the same path. We have more in common with each other than we knew. See, this is why our souls connected the minute we met each other.
And so when we say we get up and read the Bible,
Yeah.
because we have to.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. That's crazy.
The book was birthed out of pain.
Yeah.
And most of us birth out of pain. We rebirth out of pain.
Yeah.
Mom's travail to get us here.
Yeah.
It's not a pleasant little rosy colored thing. That's not fun. Nobody really watches that on TV anyway. Oh, they got married again. Oh my gosh. Look at the little kittens and everybody.
Yeah.
That was good. But people want to know that because they're going through their own micro hell on this earth. And people, it encourages us to know that somebody else made it.
Yeah. And that's what, like, the whole point of this podcast was just to know that tell these stories, because we would have never known this. We would have never known these things about you. I mean, there's things that Kristen's known you for how long, and she said she didn't know about you. So, I mean, and you never know what your part of your story is going to help somebody else, you know? Or, like, we could look at each other and I'm like, what the heck? What the heck?
What the heck?
Right? Two girls not supposed to be in Middle Georgia. Here we are sitting together in Middle Georgia, just loving it.
and maybe not even supposed to be here.
Yeah, maybe not even supposed to be here, but here we are, living the life.
But we
Think y'all are right where y'all are supposed to be.
Yeah, I think so
yeah.
too.
And we're blessed
I know
to be
so.
here to witness it.
Yeah. And you
you're
guys
s-
are too. You guys
And you're
all-
still directing a choir.
Yeah.
You can still match the tones,
Yep.
you know. You're still getting everybody to sing together in the body,
Here you
you know. You're still doing it.
Oh, I call it harmony. The sacrum is the harmonic
Yeah.
vessel
I love that.
that spreads everything rightly.
That's so awesome. I'm so sad you had to leave because this
I
has been so
know.
much fun.
We're doing this again. We're having a part 2.
Yeah.
We gotta have part 2 because you gotta talk about your birthday.
Oh,
You got
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's a whole
whole
nother,
other
You
story.
can't squeeze that in 2 minutes or however much longer you got. But
Yeah.
you
We
gotta,
gotta have you back.
Yeah, you
And
gotta
we
talk-
all have to go to dinner again.
Oh,
Please, let's go to
Or
dinner.
lunch or something.
All of
Something.
those.
Yeah.
Letty's gone for a couple weeks, so we got when she gets back.
That's it.
We're getting the,
Yes.
we're getting
We'll
the
bring you
band
two.
back together.
Chris, you're coming too.
Chris is like, oh yeah, I'm coming.
Wow.
Thank y'all for having me.
Oh my gosh.
And you're
Thank
thinking
you.
on this. I
Anytime.
think this is amazing.
You are welcome
You are.
anytime.
Yeah, anytime y'all are welcome to come.
Yeah.
This is so wonderful.
And I'm getting on your table too, by the way.
Everybody, I'll get on your table. We'll just do table talk.
Yeah, we'll just love on each other.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm with that. We can do that schedule before we even, because our schedule's going to get busy once we get out of
Yes,
here.
I know.
So let's just do it before we get ready to go.
Perfect.
Sounds
Can I
great.
say what that is?
So, Niko, can you go ahead and shout out your socials where people can find you?
Y'all, if I was on social media, y'all would never. I wish I was on social media a little bit more.
Yeah.
But you can if you want to find me doing nothing but sharing pictures like once a month. You can find me on Instagram at _massage doctor. I wish I had a license to doctor massage. There is no such thing that exists. But if it did, I would be a doctor of massage therapy. So that's why I named that _massage doctor. So that's Instagram. On Facebook, you can find me at Yielded Hands. I'm on Yielded Hands, but I'm telling you, I don't post nothing. You might see something on there.
If somebody wanted to book with you, how would they find you?
They'll find me on my website at www.niko, Niko, S as in Sam, Clark, CLARK, AMTAmembers.com. Nice. AMTA because I'm on their national insurance and life. I like them. My mentor is the president. Shout out to Cindy Farrell. You're amazing. Thank you I hope you're listening. You've done so much to help me get to this point. So thank you.
I love that.
That's awesome.
I still shout out my teacher because I wouldn't be who I am without her. So yeah, I love that. Well, I'm so excited to have had you on and all these bonding moments, and you're just such a beautiful moment to be around such a beautiful soul, genuine person, and I just have so much love in my heart for you, and I know Ren feels the exact same way.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we know Kristen does, so she wouldn't even be here with us.
She's like, I'm coming, you guys. I know.
The love. Oh gosh, I would have had serious FOMO if I missed it. Serious FOMO. So I gotta come back to the next one too.
Yeah. No,
I
this
don't
is
like
part
having
of the.
FOMO.
Yeah, Letty can be here the next time too.
Yeah.
Like it would be the.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then it'd be a for real full table.
Like,
Oh my gosh! If we had Letty here
Okay,
too,
we'll need to probably.
it'd be like girlfriend's hour.
That'd be awesome.
All right.
Unbridled.
That's right. Unbridled. It's a way to be, baby.
That's the way to be. All right, and with that, that's a wrap.